me take that.
Ziki, the next is the Catechism, YOUCAT for kids, and this is for January 4. Okay, so let's review, Ziki. On January 1, we asked the question, where does the world and everything in it come from? Ziki, where does the world and everything in it come from?
God.
Okay, January 2, we asked the question, why do I exist? What did the Catechism say? Why do we exist?
God wanted us.
God wanted us. We're here because God wanted us.
Hey, well, look. Look, why is there sharks? What?
On day 3, let me ask you the question and then I'll answer that. Day 3, we asked the question, how do we know that God exists?
God's a spirit.
That's what Mama said. Mama can feel God's spirit in her. What did the Catechism say?
I go to Mama. I answered her question.
Oh, okay.
Mama, yesterday today I answered your question.
Okay. Ziki, that's an excellent answer, what Mama said. What about what the Catechism said? Do you remember? That's your clue.
God's footprint.
We see God's footprints all over the sun, the moon, Manny. Okay? That's proof that God exists.
How about me?
Ziki, yes. You're proof that God exists. Okay, go put the tape on the Bible and then come back. We're going to do the Catechism. Okay, hurry up, son. Okay, Ziki, you asked about the fish from yesterday.
Huh?
You asked about the fish from yesterday. Okay? There was some fish in the ocean. Ziki, put the tape in the Bible and then come back, baby. Okay? We're doing Catechism right now. Okay? There was some fish in the water, Ziki, yesterday. And the fish in the waters were talking, and then they said, how come it is that we hear about this water, and we never see it? And then the old fish said, you stupid fish, you're surrounded by water. Okay? Fish are surrounded by water, but they don't know it's there, just like we don't know air is there, Ziki. Okay? But you know what they compared it to? Okay? Just like water is everywhere and fish don't even know it's there, God is everywhere and we don't even know he's there. Okay? So they compared the water to Papa God, and we're like the fish. Okay? And God is everywhere. We don't even realize that. Okay? We live inside God, just like fish live inside water. That's what the Catechism said yesterday. Okay? Today, here, put the Bible down. Here's the question for today.
Can we know God?
Can we know God? Let's see what the Catechism says. Not without God's help. God is greater than any images or thoughts.
Dad, I'm going to make more papers for this, like this, okay?
Okay. So Ziki, what's the answer that the Catechism gives? Can we know God?
Can we know God?
Not without God's help.
Not without God's help.
God is greater
God is greater
than any images or thoughts
than any images that are taught.
people make of him.
People make of him.
God is a big mystery. Okay, we're doing echo reading. Go. God.
God is a big mystery.
Mystery.
Mystery. Well, I don't want to do echo.
Okay. God wants us to get to know and learn to love him. That's why he shows himself to us. We call it revelation.
Dada, I know. Can we know God? I know the answer.
What's the answer?
I'm thinking about it.
Read it again. Can we know God?
I know. Can we know God?
Not without his help.
Not without his help. I'm going to write that down.
Okay, now Dad is, write it down and Dad is going to ask you. Ziki, can we know God?
Without his help.
Not without his help.
Not without.
The only way we can know God is when God helps us. Okay? Siki, when God shows himself to us, what do we call that? A revelation.
W.
Not without. WITH. Finish writing that, and then I have another question.
WITH.
OUT.
OUT.
And then his help. How do you spell his?
IHIS.
Okay, how do you spell help?
No, let me see.
Help. Help.
HELP.
Okay, go.
HELP. I did it.
Okay. Siki, what do we call it when God shows himself to us? What is that called?
Huh?
The Catechism talks about a term when God shows himself to us. Okay, what is that term? What is that?
That's the term.
It starts with R. Okay.
What does it say? Revelation.
Revelation. Okay, when God shows
That's in
himself.
the Bible.
Yeah, that's that last book of the Bible that we read in December. Okay. What's the term when God shows himself to us? What's it called?
Revelation.
Okay. Can we know God, Ezekiel?
Huh?
Can we know God? Can we know God, son?
Can we know God?
Can we know God?
Yes. No.
Read the answer. You have the paper, son. Memorize that. Put that in your mind.
Not without his help.
Okay. Siki, what is it when God shows himself to us? What is that called?
A revelation.
Can we know God, Ezekiel?
Not without his help.
Okay. Revelation means God shows himself. In YOUCAT, it says, just as in human love, one can know something about the beloved person only if he opens his heart to us. So too, we know something about God's innermost thoughts only because the eternal and mysterious God has opened himself to us out of love. See also question 7. Why did God have to show himself in order for us to be able to know what he is like? Okay. Here's another quote from St. Augustine, Ziki. St. Augustine told us, it is told that St. Augustine was walking by the seashore one day, contemplating on God. A child dug a hole in the sand and was running back and forth with a seashell to fill the hole in the water. Ziki, can you imagine? Okay. Yeah, you ever dug a hole in the sand at the beach? Okay. And just imagine, hey, I dug a hole and taking the seawater and filling the hole with water. Okay. St. Augustine sees a child doing this. What are you doing? Augustine wanted to know. I'm going to pour all the seawater into this hole, the child replied. You think he did that? You think that's possible? That's just silly, huh? To pour all the seawater in the water. Let's see what St. Augustine said. That is impossible, the saint laughed. The sea is too great. The child then replied, and you, Augustine, won't be able to fit the great God into your small mind. Okay? The whole point there, God is too big for our small mind.
Yeah.
Okay? Just like that little hole is too small for all the water in the sea. Okay? Do you have any questions about today's catechism?
No.
One last question. What is a revelation?
It's a
What's the definition of a revelation? When God shows himself to us. Okay? Siki, can we know God?
Yeah, no, not without his help.
You have any questions about today's catechism?
No.
Okay.